Hello, I am Lucie Pierro of Breathe Music. I help aspiring singers rediscover their fearless, authentic voice. Let's go! Okay, so today we are back talking about the diaphragm. This is part 3 of my diaphragm series entitled, Are You Really Singing from Your Diaphragm? Try this test. So, how can you tell if you're really singing from your diaphragm? Is it a mystery? No, it should never be a mystery. There are way too many other mysteries to worry about than to not be aware of what's happening in our body. So, have you ever finished singing and thought, why does my throat hurt? I'm breathing correctly. I know where my diaphragm is. I'm using it. I'm doing all the things, okay? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening in your body when the diaphragm is not doing the work. And in the first video, we woke up the diaphragm. We found it. We discovered it. For my dancers and athletes, sometimes it's a little harder to find it because it's so tight up in there behind all of our other big muscles. The second video, I showed you the 3 biggest mistakes that can cause vocal fatigue. Today, we're going to put all of that together in a nice little package, and you actually get to see and feel the difference. Singing. We're going to do some throat singing right now, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. I'm just going to go back to my old ways, see if I can get back to like my early 20s singing in nightclubs, like screaming. Basically. Yeah, I learned the hard way how to sing with my diaphragm. It's okay though, I'm here now. You're wrong, but I want you to practice what I'm doing so that you can have that experience. You can feel it. You can pause the video, practice, and then come back. What we are demonstrating today is what throat-driven singing looks and feels like versus what diaphragm-led singing looks and feels like. How tension shows up, and a simple way to test either one, okay? With a short reset exercise. Okay, so when we're singing from the throat, all of the sound gets kind of pushed and forced in the throat right next to the vocal cords. And that is going to cause tension and soreness, okay? So other things that are happening in your posture, in your chest, in your shoulders, okay? Your whole body is part of this singing operation. Remember that. Our entire cavity, our whole body from our pelvis all the way up to our head is involved in singing. So when we're singing from the throat, you're going to notice things showing up there, okay? Throat singing. We're going to do some throat singing right now, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. I'm just going to go back to my old ways, see if I can get back to like my early 20s singing in nightclubs, like screaming, basically. Yeah, I learned the hard way how to sing with my diaphragm. It's okay though, I'm here now. Time against us, miles between us. I know the heavens cried, I know I left you speechless. Time against us, miles between us. I know the heavens cried, I know I left you speechless. I left you speechless. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you when you're ready to love me again. I'll put my hands up. I'll do everything different. I'll be better to you. I'll be waiting for you when you're ready to love me again. I'll put my hands up. I'll be somebody different. So my face feels really tight. My jaw, like under here, I feel tight. My throat feels tight. And I just felt like I was squeezing the sound out. Like it was ee instead of ee. So it's almost like I was working in a smaller space than when I was engaging the diaphragm. So give it a try, experiment, play. We have to kind of, a great Alexander Technique teacher taught me is like, go into your habit, like go into like the slump or the way that you used to do things, because then you really feel the transformation when you come out of it. So it's good. All right. Best of luck. So what's happening is we're trying to get this big sound out with this throat-driven singing, and the body is trying to help. The body is doing everything it can for this big job, but what happens is the wrong muscles get involved, and they're usually smaller twitch muscles that can't handle the pressure and the endurance that's required for singing for any period of time. Number 2, we are at diaphragm-led singing. So this is the singer's breath, diaphragm breathing, singer's breathing. You're going to hear it spoken about a number of ways, but it's essentially utilizing the power of the diaphragm to propel the sound forward, to propel it out of the throat and out into the world. We don't want that pressure building on the throat. We want it to move forward, either in the face, the forehead, in the cheeks, or maybe down in the chest, sending that reverberation elsewhere besides the throat. Okay? So, here comes a little demo. Let me know how I did. You try it too, okay? Think about what we've worked on in those first 2 videos. Think about what you know of the diaphragm. Give yourself some time to prepare. Don't just go straight into the singing, and come right back. And I'm going to be using the song I'll Be Waiting by Adele. It's one of my favorite Adele songs. There are a lot of favorites actually, but yeah, this is a good one, and it's a really, really tough song to sing because it's belting, 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 belting all the way through. Time against us, miles between us. The heavens cried, I know I left you speechless. Time against us, miles between us. I know the heavens cried, I know I left you speechless. I left you speechless. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you when you're ready to love me again. I'll put my hands up. I'll be everything different. I'll be better to you. I'll be waiting for you when you're ready to love me again. I'll put my hands up. I'll be somebody different. What did you notice? What I noticed? Open posture. I noticed a lot more freedom in the way I was standing, a released jaw. I wasn't holding my jaw so much. When the breath is moving through you, the sound is moving through you, and there's a flow. It's not just stopping with a big, bold sound. That felt easier to me. It felt slower. When the diaphragm and there's big support from the bigger muscles doing the work, the throat is free to shape the sound instead of carrying it. So I heard a little bit more articulation in the words that I was using. You don't always need that articulation. It depends what style of singing you're doing. But I felt like I had more to work with. I might be onto something here. But red flags to kind of notice. Do you feel tightness in the throat? Do you feel your ribs and your abdomen squeezing? Do you feel them like kind of leaning in? Or do you feel them flaring out? Or do you not feel them at all? Does your throat, after 2 or 3 minutes of singing, feel scratchy or dry? Or does it still feel easy? Do you feel like now that you've sung for a couple of minutes, do you feel like you want to keep singing? Or do you feel like you want to take a break? What was happening in your shoulders? What was happening in your neck throughout here? How does your jaw feel? If you are feeling that tightness and that tension and you don't believe that you are singing from the diaphragm, let's go through this short sequence, okay? First, silent inhale with no gasping. So not this, but this. A silent inhale. It will be a little bit slower. You should feel a little bit of spreading in the ribs and in the belly. Let's practice the dog pant. Breathe in through the nose, let the tongue fall forward, and pant. Should feel a little movement down. You should feel and see a little movement down there. Okay? So the silent inhale, the dog pant. Let the tongue and the jaw release. Let it hang down. Blah, 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 blah. Whoo! Or you can do a where this is released. We're just giving our body that gentle reminder. You may have to do this quite a few times, hundreds of times. This is how we retrain the body. We're not thinking harder. We're not adding to our to-do. We're giving the nervous system a new experience. So we have to reinforce that experience with repetition. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Belly to spine. Silent inhale. Dog pant. Hey. Do that every time you sing your song, before you sing each song. It's just a gentle reminder. It's giving the nervous system that new experience. And remember, when you sing from the diaphragm, you don't just get more power, you get more endurance, more control, less vocal damage. I just want you to be gentle with yourself and know that this is a process and that you will start to enjoy that diaphragm-led singing more and more if you practice these few easy steps and stay committed to them. That's where the discipline comes in. I know you can do it because I can do it. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. If you haven't watched part 1 or part 2 of this video series, I will link them below in the comments. If you're still losing your voice regularly, there's just a sign there that your body is asking for a different strategy. So keep thinking through that, keep practicing those ideas. I teach this work every day and work with singers and speakers here at Breathe Music. So please reach out if you're still having trouble. I hope that you're enjoying this process and enjoying your love of singing again. That's my real goal here. So thank you for watching my video and coming along, and please subscribe to my channel. That's the best way you can give back, is subscribe. You can share with a friend, comment. I appreciate it so much.